It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
And the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
It's week 5 and we're live from Canal Fulton Northwest High School, home of the Northwest Indians. Tonight we have the 1-3 Wildcats from Canton South coming to town to play the 2-1 Northwest Indians. Canton South sits at 1-3 on the season, dropping 3 in a row since winning their season opener against Field. The Wildcats come to Northwest after losing in week 4 to a Manchester Panthers team 35-14. Leading the way for the Wildcats has been QB Nolan Bonner and wide receiver Jamarcus Jones, but we were told that QB Brody Beagle should be back from his injury this week. Northwest coming off a thriller in week 4, beating Triway on a game-winning 37-yard field goal as time expired by Ben Shantz. The Indians are 2-1 with wins over Marlington and Triway, and their only loss coming in week 3 to Louisville, 10-3. Northwest is a run-heavy team with a trio of runners, that being QB Braden Venables, Joey Medora running back, and Connor Stevenson also as running back, part of their run-heavy attack to sustain long drives. It's week 5, and we're all set here. Q92 Sports Network presented by Sarshone Auto Group. I'm Mike Dixon along Ryan Rowland. Canton South Northwest Indians are set to kick off 7 p.m. We'll be back right after this to take a look around the Q92 network.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
At Bank of Magnolia, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for 125 years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, look to us at 3221 Cleveland Avenue Southwest in Canton. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
At the Gables of Canton, we know peace of mind matters for you and your loved one. Our 74-bed assisted living and memory care community features 24-hour nursing, a one-story floor plan, pet-friendly rooms, and restaurant-style dining. Located in Canton with strong ties to the community. We're more than a facility, we're family. Visit us at 3660 Green Tree Avenue Southwest or call 330-484-5888. The Gables of Canton, where people matter most.
Lilyfield Lane Flowers and Gifts, located at 2830 Cleveland Avenue South, is your go-to florist for every occasion: homecoming, prom, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, and memorials. Stop in and take a look at our unique gifts and beautiful custom floral arrangements. We deliver in the Stark County area. Give us a call today at 330-754-6998 and mention Q92 to receive a 20% discount.
Tonight here at the University of Mount Union, the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders will pay a visit to take on the Alliance Aviators in Week 5 high school football action. The Crusaders come in still looking for their first win here in 2025. Losses to Perry, Mogador, Orville, and Salem, 3 out of those first 4 were at home. For the Aviators of Alliance, only one setback to a very good Louisville team Week 2. That was a 30-13 ball game. In between that, they beat Parma Padua Franciscan, they beat Streetsboro, and they beat Ellet. All 3 of those games were on the road. So the site is Mount Union tonight. It's going to be a beautiful night for football. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s. Caleb Norick and myself will bring you the play-by-play tonight coming up here at 7 o'clock. For Alliance, well, they are a very talented high school football team. Just the names of J.R. Jackson, Tajay Nicholson, Ravon Hawkins, Johnny Belts, Cam Burton, Cam Brisker, the list goes on and on. The Crusaders still kind of looking for an identity. They've had injuries at quarterback. Third-string quarterback will go tonight for the guys in green. Look for running back Kenny Stroud to have a big game. He is about 5'10", 185 pounds, only a sophomore, but he can run the football. Will the Aviators pick up another win at home, or will the Crusaders rise up and pick up their first win of the season? 7 o'clock kick tonight right here on 1310 WDPN, Canton Central Catholic and Alliance. Sam Berkwin for AM 1310 WDPN and the Q90 Sports Radio Network.
It's that time of year for high school football in Ohio. The competition gets tuned up as conference games are now in full swing. And there may not be a tougher one in the state to compete in than the Federal League, as 2 teams that are looking to gain some ground in the standings will collide tonight. On one hand, you have the Jackson Polar Bears, who are 2-2 and coming off a dominating 33-6 win against Mayfield at home last week. A big reason why is because of senior running back Corey Jacobs, as after losing starting tailback Chase Marr to injury, the former wide receiver is now RB1 and playing like it. He has back-to-back 100-plus yard games on the ground with 2 touchdowns. On the other sideline is the Green Bulldogs, who come off a heartbreaking loss to the unbeaten Hoover Vikings at home, 27-21 in Week 4. Quarterback Tyson Hunka had 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers, but faced a 21-0 first-half deficit and came up just short in the final moments to complete the comeback against the Vikes. Mark Geis's men come into the contest at 1-3, as a sense of urgency is now within this Bulldogs team, trying to get things back on track with a much-needed road win. Green won this matchup a year ago thanks to a go-ahead touchdown from Hunka and the Bulldogs with 26 seconds left. Find out if the 2025 edition of these Federal League foes will have the same flair for the dramatic as 2024, with Robert Coleman and I streaming live right here on Q92 Radio's YouTube channel. From Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located in Canal Fulton at 365 Towpath Avenue, Northwest, Suite B. A small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is, as they say, homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is at yourtablecafe.com. Call them at 330-408-7771.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone. We are officially at the halfway point of this 2025 high school football regular season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. I'm here live in Louisville as we have an absolute heavyweight bout for you here tonight. The 4-0 Louisville Leopards play host to their neighbors, also sitting at 4-0, the North Canton Hoover Vikings. This is a big one. North Canton enters tonight after a last-second survival at Green last week in their Federal League opener by a score of 27-21. After their first road game of the season last week and their first true test of the season, this Hoover team will look to ride the momentum behind quarterback John Collins and do-it-all senior Jack Andes. The Louisville Leopards easily handled Marlington last week, 45-7, to set up this matchup of undefeated teams. In weeks 1 through 3, they've defeated New Philadelphia, Alliance, and Northwest. Make no mistake, folks, this is a big-time matchup against two very good, very well-coached teams, and you can catch it on Q92radiosports.com as myself and my broadcast partner Mike Voorhees will have the call for you, with kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Live from Louisville, I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network.
It's week 5 of the high school football season. We are coming at you live from Wakefield Stadium in Perry for the matchup between the 3-1 Canton McKinley Bulldogs and the 3-1 Perry Panthers. McKinley head coach Renzi Parnell got his first Federal League win last week in a 38-0 win over Glen Oak. McKinley's defense put on a clinic last week against Glen Oak. Senior quarterback Chris Crook had 2 of McKinley's 3 interceptions and held the Golden Eagles to 1 of 12 passing and 42 total yards of offense for the game. On the offensive side of the ball, Darius Hill returned, had 10 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown. He also added a 34-yard touchdown run in the game. Sophomore running back Kylan West continues to be an impact player for the Bulldogs. He's averaging 6.8 yards per carry and has 3 touchdowns on the year. The Perry Panthers enter week 5 having suffered their first loss of the season, a 31-15 loss to the Lake Blue Streaks. The Panthers outgained Lake 320 yards to 273 yards. The Blue Streaks were done in by 5 turnovers, including 3 interceptions in the loss. Senior Connor Shepard and junior Jonathan Lemon have been the leading rushers for the Perry Panthers as they wait for senior running back Caleb Hunley to return from injury. He is questionable against the Pups.
Shepard and Lemon have combined for 835 yards on the ground and 10 touchdowns this season. Shepard is also the team's leading tackler with 33 tackles on the season. Can't wait to see this offensive line for Perry go up against the massive defensive front for the McKinley Bulldogs. Join me, Ryan Keller, and my broadcast partner, Antonio Hall, for the call. Kickoff at 7 o'clock on Q92radiosports.com. From Wakefield Stadium in Perry, Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members with a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
At Bank of Magnolia, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for 125 years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, look to us at 3221 Cleveland Avenue Southwest in Canton. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Lilyfield Lane Flowers and Gifts, located at 2830 Cleveland Avenue South, is your go-to florist for every occasion: homecoming, prom, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, and memorials. Stop in and take a look at our unique gifts and beautiful custom floral arrangements. We deliver in the Stark County area. Give us a call today at 330-754-6998 and mention Q92 to receive a 20% discount.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Christian Bigglesworth here for Q92 Sports, coming to you live tonight from St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Louisville, where tonight the Knights will be trying to get their first win of the season, and they'll be up against one of the Cinderella stories of the 2025 high school football season, the 3-1 Minerva Lions. You heard me right. The 3-1 Minerva Lions riding a 3-game winning streak with convincing wins over Sandy Valley, Springfield, and Crestwood. Head coach Zach Slates has come over from Perry and instilled his mentality on this team. And they've been running the ball and running it well this season, with sophomore running back Timothy Kirkpatrick, who's averaging 175 yards rushing per game with 4 total rushing touchdowns so far. The Minerva Lions are playing a physical brand of football this season, and it's leading to one of their most successful seasons in recent history. The St. Thomas Aquinas Knights, unfortunately, are off to an 0-4 start this season and searching for answers, especially offensively. Numbers are an issue for the Knights, who don't even have 30 players on their team and only one senior among those. They'll look to get their offense going tonight by trying to get the ball into the hands of their exciting junior wide receiver, Jameer Jenkins. They'll also hope for better quarterback play from junior Anthony Powell and freshman Jamari Brisker, who will get time. It's Minerva and St. Thomas Aquinas, and you can hear it all right here at 7 o'clock on the Q92 Sports Network.
The Massillon Tigers host the St. Edward Eagles in one of the top games in the state. The Eagles went to 4-0 with a 28-14 win over Cleveland Glenville last Friday. Brandon White ran for 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns to bring St. Ed's back from a deficit. White ran for more than 2,000 yards as a sophomore, but missed last year with a knee injury. He had 171 yards and 27 carries, including 11 for 88 in the final stanza. He also caught 2 passes for 23 yards. The second quarter fumble was returned for a touchdown by Glenville, allowing them to lead into the third quarter. Senior receiver Zach Hackelman is headed to Toledo. He's the school's all-time leader in receptions. The Eagles' defense features North Carolina recruit Mason Wilhelm, a 290-pound tackle. They also have DBs who've committed to Michigan State, Miami of Ohio, and Western Michigan. Massillon got back in the win column with a 35-0 romp over Bennett of Buffalo, New York. The Tigers scored 4 second-quarter touchdowns to blow it open. The entire second half was played with a running clock. Xavier Owens ran 9 times for 91 yards with several carries out of the Wildcat formation. Backup quarterbacks Rasmus Haynes and Eli Moore combined to go 8 of 11 passing. Starter Manny Patterson missed the game with injury. Owens leads the team with 478 yards rushing with a 7.2-yard average and 7 touchdowns. Patterson has completed 71% of his passes for the same number of yards and scores. Giorgio Jackson and Deontay Malone are the leading receivers, though Malone has played in one fewer game. The Tigers are surrendering 151 yards passing per game, which could be a concern against St. Ed's high-powered offense. Massillon has won 3 straight in the series and lead the series 6-4. Last year's 10-point win at Lakewood followed 3 and 1-point wins for the Tigers at home. The Eagles' last win in the series came at Massillon in 2021. It's St. Ed's and Massillon from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. For Q92 Sports, I'm Clint Scroggs.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
At the Gables of Canton, we know peace of mind matters for you and your loved one. Our 74-bed assisted living and memory care community features 24-hour nursing, a 1-story floor plan, pet-friendly rooms, and restaurant-style dining. Located in Canton with strong ties to the community. We're more than a facility, we're family. Visit us at 3660 Green Tree Avenue Southwest or call 330-484-5888. The Gables of Canton, where people matter most. At the Gables of Canton, we know peace of mind matters for you and your loved one. Our 74-bed assisted living and memory care community features 24-hour nursing, a one-story floor plan, pet-friendly rooms, and restaurant-style dining. Located in Canton with strong ties to the community. We're more than a facility, we're family. Visit 330-484-5888.
I am Ryan Rowland live with Q92 Sports, and we are joined by the Canton South Wildcats head coach, Matt Dennison. Coach, first of all, how was this week's practice? Any injuries? And how you guys answered for tonight's game?
Well, we're coming off a couple weeks where we had a lot of injuries, and I'm happy to say everybody's back this week, which is good because we were without Brody Beagle, who's one of our top players and captains last week, and Braylon Conley, who's our starting tailback and inside linebacker. So those two guys are back at full strength this week. So that's nice to have those guys back. It made a little impact on the game last week. So we've had a great week of practice, getting those guys and a couple other guys back, and I think we're at full strength now for the first time since the CVCA game. So I think our kids are excited to play.
All righty, Coach. And week 5 here, halfway through the season. What is your identity, and what have you learned so far about your team?
Well, we're a team. I think we're finding our way a little bit. I think we found our way. We're getting into the league. We've played some tough competition. We don't play patsies in the non-league. We believe in playing tough teams. So we really find out who you are. With playing CVCA, playing Akron East. That really, you find out where you have to work. And we found out that the last few weeks. And we're a team that's going to be multiple offensively. We're going to we've got 2 quarterbacks that can both throw it and run it, so we're going to utilize that. And we've got to be a little bit better in the red zone, but we're going to be a balanced team on the offense side of the ball. And defensively, I think we're going to run and hit like we run and hit as well as any team that I've had defensively here. So we're going to try to now getting into league play, we're going to lean on that a lot.
All righty, Coach. We talk about a lot about league play, but the Northwest Indians and the Canton South Wildcats, the game dates back almost 20 years, starting with the NBC, now in the PAC. What are your thoughts on the Indians, and what are your keys to the victory tonight?
Well, there's a long rivalry there. I've actually personally played Northwest all the way through a lot of my head coaching career, because when I was at New Philadelphia, we started playing them in 2011 and played them all the way up until 2019 was the last time we played them. So we played them 8 straight years at Philly, and then now we've played them for 5 years in a row here at South. So this is my 13th encounter with them. So it's a game I like. They're well coached. They're going to be very fundamentally sound, and it's a great test of who you are each and every week. They're going to run the football. They're going to do the little things right defensively. You're going to have to earn every point. So it's a fun game each and every year, and we're looking forward to it again this year.
All righty, Coach. Lastly here, for our listeners that might not know anything about your Wildcats, who are some players that you guys are going to rely on, but also make the big plays for you guys tonight?
Well, we got a nice receiving crew. We have 2 receivers that have both had 100 yards receiving last.
I am Ryan Rowland, live from Q92 Sports. I am joined here by Northwest head coach John DiMorocco. Coach, first of all, how was this week's of practice? Any injury accumulating? And how have you guys answered to prepare for tonight?
We've had a good week of practice. We came out last week. We thought it was a very physical game last week. We came out fairly healthy, so we're pretty pleased with that. And then we had a good week of practice, and we think we're ready to go.
All right, Coach.
All right, welcome to week 5 here at Northwest, where we have Canton South Wildcats taking on the Northwest Indians. Should be a great matchup here tonight. We have fabulous weather. I'm Mike Dixon, joined by Ryan Rowland out here in the booth. Ryan, what are some keys to tonight's game?
I think the key to tonight for both teams is going to be controlling the line. Both coaches talked about their offensive and defensive line. So I think the battle is going to be in the trenches for sure. Also, the battle of the penalties and the battle of the turnovers are in factor tonight.
So the kick is off. Northwest will receive. Upman takes the ball. He is pushed out of bounds just about the 32-yard line. So Northwest will have the ball to start the game. Leading out there at quarterback is Braden Venables, 5'8", 155 junior.
You know, as we get this offense lined up, Mike, let's talk about this history here. We got 20 years of this rivalry game, with Northwest winning 13 out of 7 of them. Well, 13 of them.
So we've got an official's timeout already out on the field. Looks like they're changing out footballs here. So Northwest has one of their balls in the game. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line for the Indians. Snap is back. Handoff to the tailback. Has a little bit of room to run. And he gets about 4. Ball carrier was number 22, Joey Medor. Brought down by number 79, Andrew Marsh. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Indians. Snap is back. Handoff again. 22 with that carry again. Gain of about 2. So that brings up 3rd and 2. Ball on the 40-yard line with 11:15 here left in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Handoff again. Looking for room to run. Makes a spin. Breaks the tackle, and he is up for about a 7-yard gain. It was number 22, Joey Medor. That'll be 1st down Northwest.
You know, as I said, the clock chains here. Coach Matt Dennison said to win this game tonight, they had to win the battle of the trenches. They said their offensive line for Northwest is very physical.
So handoff again to 22, breaks a couple of tackles, and he gets about 6 on the run. Brought down by number 22 for the Wildcats, Jeremiah Gatlin. So it's 2nd down now and 3 for the Indians. Snap is back. Handoff again. Makes one man miss. Has a hole. Spins. He is brought down at the 30-yard line. Brought down by number 16, Brody Beagle. So far, Joey Medor has been the whole offense here. So
yeah,
it's good.
This offensive line is doing a great job of holding their blocks, making this. He's doing a great job of lowering his shoulder and making the play extend.
Shotgun formation. Oh, we've got a flag on the play. We got a false start against the Indians. That'll push them back. So that'll be 1st and 15. Ball on the Wildcats' 36-yard line. Shotgun formation. Handoff again. Has a nice hole. Room to run. Pushes the pile forward. Once again, number 22, Joey Medor, running for the Indians. Brody Beagle coming down and making the tackle So it's 2nd and 4, ball on the 25-yard line. Snap is back, handoff again, has a nice hole, and he pushes forward for the first down. So that ball is now 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Indians.
It's safe to say that Joey Madura is averaging about 10 yards a play right now.
Yeah. Snap is back, high snap, handoff again to Joey. He takes out the official and gets the first down. That Northwest offensive line just opening up, setting the tone for the game right here. So it's 1st and 10 on the 10.
Joey Dora right now is at 7 carries for about 55 yards this offensive series.
So we have officials timeout here. Oh, 2nd and short. They did not give him the first. Handoff again, makes one man miss, and he falls forward for the first down. So it'll be 1st and goal here for the Indians as they march their way down the field here in the first quarter. 8:16 left. Ball is going to be on the 7-yard line. Snap is back, handoff, looking for room to run, nowhere to go. Brought down in the backfield by number 58, Cameron Ash.
You know, as we got down in the red zone, I noticed that the Wildcats had changed their offense to pretty much a 52 front, which is pretty much for the offensive line here is big on big to block the man in front of you. And so far it's working for them.
So it's been 10 plays, 66 yards here for the Indians. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, rolls out, has a man open in the end zone. Oh, and he drops it. Venables had a man, intended receiver was Ty Lipkins. Or I'm sorry, number 2, Dave Abram Lazarus. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. So great opportunity there for the Indians, just falls through his hands.
Yeah, that was great for that offense there. You know, they got the defense sucked in, putting all the guys in the box, so why not throw a little curl there?
So it's 3rd and 10. Ball on the 10. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, has a man and overthrows him. That intended receiver was number 6, Logan Alman. So that is incomplete, brings up 4th down for the Indians. So it looks like they bring out their field goal unit here to get some points. Kicker number 21, Ben Shantz. Shantz set to kick this field goal. Kick is up, has the leg, and it is good. Indians get on the board first here with 7:05. Northwest 3, Canton South 0. While they're taking a break on the field, we'll be right back after this. All right, we are back. Northwest set to kick it off. Kick is up. Number 1, Daniel Bunnell grabs the ball, makes one man miss, has a little bit of a hole, and he is brought down at about the 34-yard line. Is where the Wildcats will start their first possession.
As the Wildcats start their first possession with their quarterback Beagle, might be his first year starting, but he is no stranger to playing a quarterback under the lights, as when he was a freshman, he would start and play for when Poochie Snyder was injured.
So Canton South comes out, and it actually looks like number 5 is actually in Nolan Bonner, and he's going to keep it. He gets about 9 on the run. So Beagle not getting the start here at quarterback. Bonner coming to the huddle.
Bonner, I believe, is actually a transfer this year, coming from McKinley.
So Bonner is 6 foot 230. Snap is back, hand off to the up back, has a little bit of room, makes one man miss, and he's off to the races, and he is brought down from behind at about the 20-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Canton South. Bonner, snap, hands it off again to 16. So brought down by number 1, Devin Simon.
So far with two offenses, with Wildcats having an offense and Northwest having an offense, I can see why both coaches were worried about the offensive line for this game from both teams.
Bonner, shotgun formation, hands off again. Up the middle, not much room to run for Beagle. So Beagle coming in at running back, not quarterback this first drive. Brought down by number 53, Jeremy Cottle. 3rd and 2 from the 13-yard line for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, twins to the left. Hands off again, nowhere to go though. Stopped at the defensive line. Brody Beagle was our ball carrier. Brought down by number 42, Jacob Garber.
That's one of the best things that Matt Denson can have is, having these dual threat players that he can switch in and out to make plays for him.
So it's 4th and 2. Wildcats are going to go for it. Bonner under center. Snap is back. He is going to lean forward. Looks like they're trying to do the push tush, but there is a flag on the play. He did get enough for the first down, but let's see what this flag is.
From my angle from up here, it looked like there's about a hold on the far side guard there.
Sideline warning against the Wildcats.
That's also one of those penalties too where, the coach might try to get a play out there or something, but an official actually runs into him.
4th down and 6.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for Canton South here. 3:52 left in the first quarter. Indians up 3-0. Bonner, snap, looking to throw. Has a man, but it is knocked down. Intended receiver is number 1, Bonell, but it is knocked down by number 22, Joey Madure, on that big stop for the Indians. So it's going to be turnover on downs, 1st and 10 Northwest on their own 17-yard line.
You know, what a field awareness there for Joey Madure. He knew to be there right there to break up that play, especially when his team needed him the most.
So Northwest looking to the sidelines to get their play in. .22 Madure in the backfield. We're going to get a false start here. False start on the Indians. That's going to push them back a little bit further.
False start called against the Indians.
Yeah, that outside, that far side guard got a little too excited when he seen a linebacker lining up ready to blitz.
First down and 15.
So it's 1st and 15. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Looking to throw. Has a man out to the outside. That intended receiver is number 6 with the completion. Logan Allman, number 37 on that tackle for the Wildcats. Gavin McCurrett.
You know, as we're waiting for the Indians to get their play in here, we can look at their offensive tackle who's over 6 foot tall.
Snap is back. Looking to throw. Has a man deep. Allman wide open with the reception. Tries to shake a man. Unable to shake him, but a beautiful play by Northwest as it brings him all the way up to about the 24-yard line of the Wildcats. Brought down by number 24 with that touchdown-saving tackle, Braylon Terrell. Snap is back, handoff, looking for room to run, nowhere to go, bottled up right at the line of scrimmage is number 22, Joey Madure. Stopped by that whole defensive line of the Wildcats. So they did give him 1 yard on that. It'll be 2nd and 9, ball on the 26-yard line.
You know, now we got the Wildcats out here in a 4-man front.
So trips to the left, snap is back, looking to throw that bubble screen to Allman. 1 man to beat, not able to get to the corner. He is shoved out of bounds, maybe about a gain of yard on that reception by Allman. Brought down by number 14.
This Indians offense is giving them a bunch of different looks, and they're actually, the defense now is actually looking towards the defense coordinator to get the call and see what kind of front they want him in.
Snap is back, looking to throw once again. Has a man, but overthrows him. So Christian Breeden was the intended receiver. That ball falls incomplete. Number 22 on the coverage. Gatlin for the Wildcats. So it brings up 4th down and 7. So it looks like they are going to try another field goal here. Ben Shantz to attempt a field goal. 1:28 left here in the first quarter. Snap is back. Oh, bad snap. Venables taking off, looking to throw. Throws across his body, and it is intercepted, but there's a flag on the play.
You know, that was a veteran move right there. Way to react as soon as you seen it was a bad snap to try to make something for your team.
So Malachi Zachary with the interception. So we have an illegal man downfield. That penalty is declined. It'll be first down, Wildcats.
You know, it might be 3-0 right now, but it's still, that's a huge wins right now for the Wildcats, is stopping them, forcing them to get the field goal, and then get an interception right there in the red zone.
Yeah, it's a bend not break defense here for the Wildcats. Their turn on offense. Bonner in the shotgun. Beagle fakes the handoff, throws, has a man number one wide open, makes a man miss, but it is enough for the first down. Daniel Bonnell with that reception. Oh, we have a man down in the backfield. It looks like it might be Bonner. He is slow to get up. He is up now, walking gingerly off the field. Looks like he might have just got the wind knocked out of him, Ryan.
Yeah, it looked like he took a nice hit right there, right underneath the shoulder pads.
So he's got to come out for a play. So Beagle will come in at quarterback. First and 10, ball on the 33-yard line, 1:08 here left in the first quarter. Beagle in the shotgun. Trips to his right, single back to the left. It's going to be a QB keep up the middle. He gets about 5 on the run. So it looks like Beagle is going to stay in at quarterback for this drive.
You know, looking at the Wildcats real quick, they had 20 returning lettermen, and out of those 20, 9 of them were offense and defensive linemen.
So trips to Beagle's right. Going to keep it, head to the left. Breaks one tackle, but he is brought down after about a 2-yard pickup. Just short of the first down marker. So number 7, John Campbell, was on that tackle. Looks like we might have an official.
We got a pair of offense and defensive linemen coming off the field due to the helmets coming off.
Oh, now they're calling for a first down here. Huh. So it's going to be first and 10 south, ball on the 39-yard line. 9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Beagle still in at quarterback for Bonner. 1 second, and they will not be able to get the play off here. So at the end of 1, it's Northwest 3, Canton South 0. We'll be back right after this.
At Bank of Magnolia, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for 125 years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, look to us at 3221 Cleveland Avenue Southwest in Canton. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we are back here to start the second quarter. Canton South. Beagle throws the ball down the field, and it is picked off by number 6, Logan Allman. Beautiful play there by Northwest defense, able to get down the field and make that big play, get that pick off. So Northwest going to take over, 1st and 10, ball on the 48-yard line. What a way to start the second quarter, Ryan.
You know, the first quarter was pretty fast, and that pretty started off pretty fast now for these Indians here.
So snap is back. Looks like they're going to run the option. Options it out. Has one man to beat, and he is wrapped up just past the first down marker. Number 22, Joey Medore on that carry. Brought down by number 22, Gatlin for Canton South. 1st and 10 Northwest. On the south 35-yard line. Beautiful option there, play by the Indians.
Those are the plays you got to love as an offensive coordinator. But as a defensive guy, you really hate, just because when you think you got the tackle, when you think you got the sack, there goes the ball for another big play.
So snap is back, handoff, gonna keep it. Makes the man miss, and he is brought down close to the first down on that QB keeper, Braden Venables. Malachi Zachary, number 23, in on that tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for Northwest. Snap is back, hands it off, makes a shifty move to get down the field, and it's a gain of about 5 for Joey Medore. Brought down by number 54, James Bryson. So 1st down for the Northwest Indians. Ball on the 21-yard line of Canton South. Snap is back, hands it off to Medore, but he is met right at the handoff portion of it, so they're going to lose about 4 yards on the play. Pierre Jameson, first man back there to make the stop for the Wildcats. So it'll be 2nd and 13 for Northwest.
You know, as they're getting the play from the coach here, you know, Northwest, they have a tackle that is 6'4", 285 pounds. That is a great tackle you want to see out there.
So snap is back, fakes the handoff, trying to go deep with it, and it is knocked down in the end zone. Great coverage. Ball was just thrown a little too short. Malachi Zachary on the coverage. Allman, the intended receiver. So it brings up 3rd down for Northwest. 3rd and 13. Shotgun man in motion. Snap is back. Fakes the screen, rolls out. Venables looking to throw, keeps it for himself, but he slips right about the line of scrimmage. And he gets up limping. So Venables on that keeper gets about 1 on the play, and he is walking very gingerly there, Ryan.
Yeah, I was going to say, he hit that ground pretty hard there.
Well, it almost looked like he went to slide, and his ankle got rolled up on.
Underneath.
So it'll be 4th down and 10. Ben Shantz out to attempt another field goal here. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. And he misses it to the left. That kick is no good. So Canton South takes over on downs. So it is Northwest 3, Canton South 0. Ryan, it'll be interesting to see which quarterback comes back out here for Canton South.
Yeah, I want to say it's going to be Nolan, just because he had that series off there, just to get some wind back into him. But let's talk about that Wildcats defense there. Again, another stop, another win for them. The only thing they need to do now is control that inside the middle of the field.
Yeah, their defense is putting together some nice stops, keeping them in this ball game. Let's see if the offense can do something with it. So Bunnell rolling out, looking to throw, has a man, and it is caught by Bunnell there. It was kind of hard to see if he had that reception, had to wait for that official's confirmation there. So it'll be first down on that 15-yard reception. First and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Beagle at running back. Hands off to him. Makes one man miss. Gets up the field a little bit for about a gain of 5. So stop is number 59, Jackson Silman there.
And Beagle's now at 4 carries for 25 yards right now.
So South coming to the line of scrimmage. Bunnell still in at quarterback. Beagle to his left. Shotgun formation. Trips also to the left. Bunnell single receiver down low. Bunnell looking to throw. Doesn't have anybody downfield. Throws it towards the sideline and just makes a smart decision and throws it away. So that's going to be 3rd and 5. Couple score updates around Q92 area. Alliance 21, Canton Central Catholic 0. McKinley 6, Perry nothing. End of 1, Green 7, Jackson 7. Minerva 10, St. Thomas Aquinas 0. Hoover 7, Louisville nothing. Snap is back. Bunnell's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. Met at the line of scrimmage. Great job by the defensive front of the Indians.
You know, once this Wildcat offense gets rolling, it's going to be very fun to see it. Last week, both of their receivers, number 7, Torres, and Donnie Bunnell, both averaged 105 yards. Well, they didn't average, but that's how many yards they had at the end of the game.
So we are here to see the first punt of the ball game, Ryan, here in the second quarter. So back deep is number 22 and number 6, Mador and Almond. Oh, there's that flag on the play. It looks like they're pointing, and it's offsides on the defense. It's going to be an automatic first down for Canton South. Mental mistake right there, Ryan.
You know, that's something you can't have. Especially with the Wildcats, once they get rolling, they can be dangerous. And now you just went from having the ball on offense to going back on defense and letting them have the ball and probably air it out.
So 6:58 left here in the half. On that penalty, Canton South gets a first down. Bunnell in at quarterback. Beagle in at running back to his left. Snap is back. Hand off to Beagle, has a little bit of room to run, and he gets close to the first down. Nice hole and running there by Beagle. Christian Breeden and Almond in on that tackle. So that'll be a first down for Canton South. So it's the first time this evening Canton South is on a little bit of a roll here. Bunnell, snap, hands it off. Nope, keeps it himself, has a little bit of room to run, but he is brought up. Beautiful ball fake there by Bunnell and able to keep it. Gain of about 4, 2nd and 7.
You know, that's one of the things that I love about pregame, being down there with both coaches is, you know, the trenches. Most people talk about the trenches. It's one in the trenches, but these coaches both said, both teams, that's how they're going to win tonight, is in the trenches.
So Canton South, shotgun formation. Snap is back, looking to throw. Out to the receiver, makes one man miss, and he picks up the first down and a little bit more. Titus Jones, or Jamarcus Jones on that reception, excuse me. Brought down by Stevenson of Northwest. So it'll be first down, Canton South on the ball on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, 5:26 left to go in the half. Snap is back. Handoff to Beagle. Breaks it outside. Trying to get to the sidelines into the sticks. It'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark that. Beagle doing a nice job of lowering his shoulder, trying to get to that stick, but they're going to say he's just short of the first downs, pushed out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 2. So he's about 2 yards short.
Yeah, Beagle's averaging about 6 yards a carry right now in this ball game.
Shotgun. Bunnell has the ball, looking to throw, airs it out to the corner. Has a man. It is a fight for the ball, but it is knocked loose. The intended receiver is number 7, Conley. On the coverage.
And Torres Conley was a big target for them last week. Was one of their best receivers they had last week, and they was hoping to roll it into this week.
Beautiful coverage there by Devin Simon, able to knock the ball away right before he could come down with it. So it brings up 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats. Trips to the right. Snap is back. Handoff to Beagle. Shift. Falls forward. It's going to be close here. Let's see what the officials mark the ball.
From my angle, Mike, it looks like it's going to be about 4th in inches.
Yeah, it looks like they might be short. So it is going to be 4th down, 4th and 1. Big stand here and a big 4th down for the Wildcats. Bonner under center. Snap is up, QB keep up the middle. And it looks like he may have it here. Still trying to get everyone off the pile. Still waiting for a signal. And it looks like we are going to call for an official measurement here.
I was going to say, it looked pretty close. It looked like one of those that could go either way right now.
So the chains come out. Canton South putting together a nice drive. You know, Northwest had them wrapped up on this drive, and unfortunately their defensive offsides on 4th down gave Canton South some life. And Canton South making the most of it here, driving down the field with 4:21 left in the half. And it'll be first down, Canton South.
Yeah, look at the ball down there and look at the sticks. It looked like it was about half of a football length out there for that first down.
So the offense stays out on the field for Canton South. Ball on the Northwest 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Bonner in the backfield, shotgun. Beagle to his left, trips to his right. Snap is back. He's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw. Throws it away as he was being chased. Intended receiver was number 7, Torres Conley. Number 1, Devin Simon on the coverage.
You know, right now, too, the ball game, Bonner is 4 for 7.
So shotgun formation. Beagle to Bonner's right. Hand off to Beagle up the middle. Turning his feet, trying to get more yards. Just keeps his feet pumping, and he falls forward for about a 7-yard gain.
As your offense coordinator, that's something you want to see. You want to see your running back fight for those yards. You want to see that dog come out in him and fight for everything for his brothers.
Jeremy Caudle was on that tackle. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 11-yard line. 3:34 left to go in the half. Bono shotgun. Snap is back. Hand off to Beagle. Has a hole. Runs a man over. Keeps his feet churning. And that is enough for the 1st down and more. Lipkins on that tackle. So that'll be 1st and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line for Canton South.
You know, inside the 5 here, it's one of those things that's not broken. Keep fixing it. Keep getting with the Beagle.
Shotgun. Beagle's going to go to Bunnell's right. Snap is back. Hand off to Beagle. Has the edge, and he dives into the end zone for the 1st touchdown of the evening. With 2:59 left to go in the quarter, Canton South gets on the board. Beagle with a 3-yard rushing touchdown. Canton South out to attempt the extra point. Landon White will be set to attempt this extra point. Bunnell set to hold. Snap is back. Oh, we've got whistles on the play. Bunnell. It's an official's timeout. So we're going to retry this extra point. Bonner will now be the holder. Not really sure what that was all about.
Yeah, I'm a little confused there too, Mike.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, almost blocked, but it is good. So Canton South gets on the board with 2:59 left. They lead 7-3 over the Northwest Indians. Where there's a timeout on the field, we'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. So we are back, 2:59 left. Canton South put together a nice drive. They're up 7-3 on Northwest.
Yeah, Beagle is 8 for 50 with a touchdown right now in this ball game.
Kick is up. 26 there on the reception. Golke there able to bring it up to about the 38-yard line. Stopped by number 33. I don't have a 33 on our roster, right? But he's out there.
Now, this is the offensive drive you want to see from the Indians here, to see how they're going to answer back from being down for the first time in the ball game.
So, shotgun formation, 1st and 10, snap is back. Venables looking to throw, has a man around his waist, but able to complete the pass and first down. Christian Breeden able to bring that in and pick up the first down for the Indians. 1st and 10 Northwest.
You know what, a great job there from the quarterback, holding on and getting the ball and completing the pass.
Snap is back, looking to throw that screen, runs into his own man. Medor able to pick up about 2 to 3 yards on the play. Second and 7. Snap is back. Venable rolling out to his right, looking downfield. Pumping, nothing there. Throws it short. Hits the turf, intended for Simon. So 1:56 left here, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, those were one of those little heartbreakers there. The ball bounced just short of the chest of the receiver there.
Northwest looking to the sidelines for the play. Venables calling out the play to his offensive line. Empty backfield. Allman in motion. Snap is back, looking to throw. Has Allman in the flats, tucks it and keeps it himself. Makes one man miss, and he has enough for the first down. Braden Venables keeps it himself. Ryan, I don't know if that was a design QB draw or if the coverage was just so good he had to take off.
I think the cover was just, I think the DBs are doing a great job locking up the receivers. But again, it's one of those things. Once you get a little opening and you see Green as a quarterback, just go.
So first down Northwest on the 40-yard line of Canton South. Man in motion. Snap is back to Venables, looking to throw. The pocket collapses, and he makes it almost back to the line of scrimmage, but he's going to lose 1 yard on that play. So 1:10 left here in the half. It's going to be 2nd and long. Shotgun formation for Venables. Allman in motion to his left. Snap is back. Venables rolling out, looking for Allman. Hasn't completed, and he is shoved out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. There is a flag on the play. I think they're going to get Canton South for a late hit.
You know, that's one of those costly mistakes right there is you got the team pinned back. You don't want to add extra yards to them. But then again, on the defensive side, it's one of those things it's hard to stop once in motion.
So that play is personal foul on the Wildcats. That's going to move the ball down the field for Northwest. To about the 16-yard line, brings up 1st and 10, 53 seconds left here to go in the half. Empty backfield for Venables. Man in motion, fakes the handoff, steps up, looking to throw, has a man, number 2. Lazoris catches it about the 1-yard line and steps into the end zone for Northwest's first time in the end zone this evening with 48 seconds left. Venables doing a nice job of stepping up in the pocket and not getting happy feet that play. Able to find Lazarus. Ben Shantz set to attempt the extra point. And we have a timeout on the field, Northwest. Northwest timeout.
You know, and as they take their timeout here, Mike, you know, it's one of those things that you wanted to see from your offense if you're Coach DeMarco. It's no one folded under pressure. They kept calm the whole drive, and they just marched down the field. And like you said, great job from the quarterback. We're staying inside the pocket, stepping up, making a beautiful pass for a touchdown to take the lead back over.
So I have a timeout on the field. Massillon is up 14-7 over St. Ed's. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. McKinley 26:49 left to go in the second half. Louisville 7, Hoover 7, 3:07 left in the first half. And Minerva 24, St. Thomas Aquinas nothing. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. So after the timeout, Northwest is coming back out onto the field. Sean still in to attempt the extra point. Venables, the holder. Snap is back high, ball's down. Kick is up and through the uprights. So that's going to give Northwest 10, Canton South Wildcats 7. Ryan, what a drive there, the last two drives by both teams.
Yeah, great offensive minds going at it tonight. It's like a chess game. You know, who's going to outdo who, what play is going to outplay who. Both teams, I'm really excited to see right now because both teams are relaxed when they're on offense. They're not bending. They're not under pressure. They're not, making stupid mistakes. They're playing ball game and they're trying to see who has control at the end of the year.
So the Indians talking things over here. 48 seconds left to go in the half. Be interesting to see what they do with the ball here. Do they squib it or do they put it deep and make Canton South return it?
I think actually as a special teams coordinator before, I think we're going to see a pooch kick, probably about the 35 in those open holes right there.
So Conley and Bonnell are back deep for the Wildcats. Chance set to kick it off for the Indians. Ball is teed up. There's the kick, and it is a squib to the up back, able to pick it up. Gets to about the 30, 33, and he is shoved out of bounds. Connor Stevenson. So Canton South gets a chance on offense here with 44 seconds left. Ball on their own 30, let's see where they marked that, 34-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see what the Wildcats come out with, what kind of tempo.
Snap is back, rolls out, looking to throw, throws towards the sideline and just throws it away. Northwest defensive line able to get some pressure on there. Bonner nowhere to go with the ball.
Yeah, I think his intended receiver was number 1 out here, but there was a group of DBs surrounding him, waiting for that ball.
So that brings up 2nd and 10, 39 seconds left to go here in the half. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Snap is back, looking to throw, trying to throw deep, but overthrows his man. Terrell was the intended receiver. And that ball is incomplete. 3rd down, 34 seconds left.
And from looking up here, it looked like Terrell did almost like a stutter step to make him a second behind his quarterback there.
So Bonner, shotgun formation, Beagle to his left, trips to Bonner's right, fakes the handoff to Beagle, but it is read perfectly by that Northwest defense, and he is brought down in the backfield for a loss. Connor Stevenson doing a nice job of staying home and reading that play. 4th and 12 for Canton South. Timeout Northwest here. So Northwest going to talk it over because they're going to have some time left on the clock with some good field positioning. Canton South going to talk it over. They've got to have some great protection here on this punt, Ryan.
And it's one of those things you wonder what they're going to do with the ball when they get it back with them beating up and almost halftime. It's wonder if they just take a knee and go straight into the locker room.
Yeah, you might have a chance to take one shot, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. And then you can take that knee the next set of downs.
Yeah.
So 22, Medora is going to be back deep for the Indians. Set to punt is going to be Landon White. I'm sorry, Nathan Schaefer is in at the punter right now. Snap is high. Punt is off. It is short. And it is going to roll out of bounds at about the 40, around the 39-yard line of Northwest. So Northwest will get the ball with 22 seconds left here before halftime.
You know, like you said, Mike, is if they do take one shot at it, they do have a couple receivers that are over 6'2", that could be open out there. You know, the Wildcats DBs are about averaging about 10'9", 5'9", and 5'10"-ish.
So Northwest in the shotgun. Venables looking to get the ball. Snap is back. He's going to roll out to his left, looking to throw. Has a man, and they're going to say he did not get his feet down in time. Intended receiver was number 6, Logan Allman. You know, I think if that would have been college football, he had one foot in there, but it was close.
You know, I was going to tell you, Mike, I was like, if there's ever one play you wanted a challenge flag for in high school football, that might have been it.
That was really close there on the sidelines. So we have 16 seconds left to go here in the half. 2nd and 10. Venables looking for the play. Snap is back. He's going to hand it off. Joey Medora, the ball carrier, brought down by number 28. Diego Batista. And that's going to be the end of the first half here. Northwest 10, Canton South 7 as we roll into the halftime. We'll be back after this.
Lily Field Lane Flowers and Gifts, located at 2830 Cleveland Avenue South, is your go-to florist for every occasion: homecoming, prom, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, and memorials. Stop in and take a look at our unique gifts and beautiful custom floral arrangements. We deliver in the Stark County area. Give us a call today at 330-754-6998 and mention Q92 to receive a 20% discount.
At the Gables of Canton, we know peace of mind matters for you and your loved one. Our 74-bed assisted living and memory care community features 24-hour nursing, a one-story floor plan, pet-friendly rooms, and restaurant-style dining. Located in Canton with strong ties to the community. We're more than a facility, we're family. Visit us at 3660 Green Tree Avenue Southwest or call 330-484-5888. The Gables of Canton, where people matter most.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of Q92 News. A man accused of kidnapping a woman at knife point at a Jackson Township hotel makes his initial court appearance. 38-year-old Jamie Triplett of Canton was arraigned today in Massillon Municipal Court on charges of aggravated robbery, kidnapping, disrupting public services, and aggravated menacing. He pleaded not guilty. Bond was set at $1 million. Triplett allegedly forced a 31-year-old woman into a vehicle at the Roadway Inn on Sunset Strip Northwest Wednesday night. The following morning, they were found at a hotel in Perry Township. The woman was not injured. Triplett is scheduled to return to court Thursday for a preliminary hearing. He was convicted of rape and kidnapping in 2012 and released from prison in February. A Canton woman is acquitted of a disorderly conduct charge stemming from the assault of her 11-year-old daughter. 34-year-old Paige DeShong was found not guilty Wednesday during a bench trial in Canton Municipal Court. Judge Dennis Barr dismissed a count of obstructing official business. DeShong was accused of attempting to fight a woman who was under arrest for beating her daughter at a park on Stark Avenue Southwest in Canton. 19-year-old Destiny Scott of Canton told police the girl slapped her in the face. She was sentenced to 18 months in prison after pleading guilty in July to a reduced count of aggravated assault. Scott was given credit for 98 days served. A jail cell is now home for an East Canton man who pleaded no contest to 1 misdemeanor count each of cruelty to companion animals and sexual conduct with an animal. 29-year-old Joseph Domer entered the plea Wednesday in Canton Municipal Court. Judge Mary Falvey sentenced him to 180 days in jail. 60 days were suspended on condition of 2 years good behavior. Domer also is not allowed to own a pet. According to court records, Domer took part in a sex act with a canine in April 2024. The dog nearly suffocated. Domer and 25-year-old Jonathan Cunningham of Alina were sentenced in July after pleading guilty to similar charges involving a different dog. The activity occurred from October 2024 to May of this year. A Stark County grand jury has indicted a man who allegedly shot at an Alliance home. 42-year-old Derek Miller of Alliance was charged with felonious assault, improperly discharging a firearm at or into a habitation, and having weapons under disability. He pleaded not guilty today during his arraignment in Common Pleas Court. A pretrial hearing is scheduled for Wednesday. On July 28th, Miller allegedly shot at a home on East Ely Street. 2 people were inside when the residence was hit by gunfire. The grand jury declined to indict 2 other suspects. Kurt Conrad submitted a surprise resignation email to board members August 6th as CEO of the Stark Area Regional Transit Authority. Thursday, the board approved a severance package. The repository reports Conrad will receive about $100,000 over a 6-month period. As part of the deal, he must drop any legal claims against SARTA and not work for a public transit agency in Stark or an adjoining county for 6 months. Conrad's letter said he would be leaving in August 2026. A week later, the sides agreed he would leave immediately. Conrad had led SARTA since July 2009. He did not give a reason for his resignation. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We've posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
A former treasurer of the Carrollton Exempted Village Schools pleaded guilty to theft in office and records tampering. 50-year-old Amy Spears will be sentenced October 7th. She admitted improperly using nearly $28,000 while serving as treasurer between September 2022 and October 2024. Spears wrote checks to herself for tuition reimbursement for college classes she did not take. She also wrote herself a $5,000 check. Spears was placed on paid leave April 1st. She may no longer serve in public office. Charges are pending in connection with a fatal crash in Rootstown Township. Highway Patrol says a car was southbound on New Milford Road September 12th when it failed to yield at a stop sign. The vehicle, driven by a 25-year-old Bristolville man, hit a sewer truck at Talmadge Road. Neither driver was hurt. A passenger in the car, 81-year-old Dolores Chiappini of Aurora, died at the scene. The truck is owned by the city of Kent and was being driven to Edinburgh auctions by a city employee. The patrol says they were not at fault. An East Palestine man is headed to prison after pleading guilty to child pornography charges. 75-year-old Robert Rogers was sentenced to 5 years behind bars today by Columbiana County Common Pleas Judge Scott Washin. He was given credit for 23 days served. Rogers pleaded guilty in July to 17 counts of pandering obscenity involving a minor. He was indicted in January. The charges resulted from a June 2024 incident in which he allegedly possessed child porn. Rogers will spend 5 years on probation and must register as a Tier 2 sex offender. 19 years in prison is the sentence for an East Liverpool man. Investigators say 32-year-old Joseph DeSaro was involved in drug activity throughout last year. He was sentenced this week in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court after more than 8,000 fentanyl pills, over 30 grams of powder fentanyl, and more than 90 grams of cocaine were found during multiple investigations. Investigators also seized $15,000 in suspected drug proceeds. A man is charged after a child is injured in a shooting in Warren. Police responded to St. Joseph Hospital Thursday after a 2-year-old was brought there with a gunshot wound. Officers concluded the child was playing with a gun when it went off and they lost part of a finger. The alleged incident occurred at a home on Prospect Avenue Northwest. Police discovered 5 dogs at the address that had been neglected. 23-year-old Narelle Frank was arrested and charged with endangering children and 5 counts of cruelty to companion animals. He pleaded not guilty during arraignment today in Warren Municipal Court. Frank was ordered to have no contact with the victim or have any animals. His next court appearance is slated for Thursday. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, mostly clear skies with a low around 56. Mostly sunny Saturday with a high of 85. For Q92 News, I'm Jeff Mears.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
At Bank of Magnolia, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for 125 years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, look to us at 3221 Cleveland Avenue Southwest in Canton. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and a cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located in Canal Fulton at 365 Towpath Avenue, Northwest, Suite B. A small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is, as they say, homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is at yourtablecafe.com. Call them at 330-408-7771.
All right, welcome back. We are at halftime here in Northwest, where the Indians lead 10-7 over the Canton South Wildcats. We're going to check some scores from the area.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field.
So Massillon 21, St. Ed 7, 7:36 in the second quarter. Massillon put together a 92-yard touchdown drive. Second quarter is Jackson 17, Green 7. Halftime, McKinley 20, Perry 10. Halftime, Alliance 35, Canton Central Catholic 7. Halftime, Minerva 24, St. Thomas Aquinas nothing. And halftime, Hoover 7, Louisville 7. We'll be right back after this with the first half highlights.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
At the Gables of Canton, we know peace of mind matters for you and your loved one. Our 74-bed assisted living and memory care community features 24-hour nursing, a 1-story floor plan, pet-friendly rooms, and restaurant-style dining. Located in Canton with strong ties to the community. We're more than a facility, we're family. Visit us at 3660 Green Tree Avenue Southwest or call 330-484-5888. The Gables of Canton, where people matter most.
Lilyfield Lane Flowers and Gifts, located at 2830 Cleveland Avenue South, is your go-to florist for every occasion: homecoming, prom, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, and memorials. Stop in and take a look at our unique gifts and beautiful custom floral arrangements. We deliver in the Stark County area. Give us a call today at 330-754-6998 and mention Q92 to receive a 20% discount.
This is head coach Matt Dennison from the Canton South Wildcats. You're listening to high school football on Q92 Sports Network.
All right, welcome back here to halftime. Northwest Indians are up 10-7 over the Canton South Wildcats here. What a quick first half we had, Ryan. You know, I think the first quarter was nothing but running plays. And then coming into the second quarter, they opened up the offenses a little bit. Ryan, what are some of the stats we had in the first half?
You know, looking at the Northwest Indians, like you said, was a running team this first half. We have 4 different running backs, or at least 4 different ball carriers. We have Monroe at 7 carries for 88 yards with a touchdown. Zento with 1 carry for 25 yards. Brennan, 1 carry for 10 yards. Allman, 2 carries for 25 yards. Quarterback, Ventables, is 3 for 5 with only 15 yards. So they are actually controlling the clock and almost controlling the game in a way, at least that first half. On the Wildcats side, we have Nolan Bonner at 4 for 7 with 30 yards. Beagle at 12 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown.
So both offenses able to sustain really long drives. Both defenses really bending, not breaking right until the end of the second quarter there. Just getting worn out, especially the Canton South side, is that Northwest Indians just running and running and running until about the end of that second quarter when they needed a touchdown and they decided to throw the ball.
Yeah, we talk about the Wildcats defense. You know, middle of the field, they're in a 4-3 defense. We get to the inside the red zone, they're in a 52 front, which means 5 defensive linemen downfield. So I don't know if it's the mending not breaking or the just switching up personnel and trying to get the guys in there or not. But they're doing a really good job at forcing, field goals or stops.
So we're going to take a couple looks at, or listen to some couple highlights here from the first half. To about the 16-yard line, brings up 1st and 10, 53 seconds left here to go in the half. Empty backfield for Venables. Man in motion, fakes the handoff, steps up, looking to throw, has a man, number 2. Lazorus catches it about the 1-yard line and steps into the end zone for Northwest's first time in the end zone this evening. So that'll be 1st and goal, ball on the 3-yard line for Canton South.
Inside the 5 here, it's one of those things that's not broken. Keep fixing it, keep getting with the Beagle.
Shotgun. Beagle's going to go to Bunnell's right. Snap is back. Hand off to Beagle. Has the edge, and he dives into the end zone for the first touchdown of the evening. With 2:59 left to go in the quarter, Canton South gets on the board. Beagle with a 3-yard rushing touchdown. Canton South out to attempt the extra point. And both teams finding the end zone here in the first half. Northwest leads 10-7 over Canton South. We're still waiting for both teams to come out onto the field for the second half here as time is running out. Northwest is slowly making their way out. While we're waiting on the teams to make their way out, we are going to take a break.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
At Bank of Magnolia, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for 125 years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, look to us at 3221 Cleveland Avenue Southwest in Canton. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is head coach John DeMarco from Northwest Indians. We're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, so we are back. Halftime is wrapping up here, about 46 seconds left here till we start the second half. Canton South getting a late start out on the field to get warmed up.
Yeah, you know, as we mentioned that before we went to commercial break there, as being a former coach from Stark County and coming to Northwest, I was really shocked to see that the Wildcats went all the way up to the locker room, which if you're familiar with Northwest, it's at the middle school, which is about a half a mile away, what it seems like. So it's a far walk, so I was really shocked to see them go up there at half.
Yeah, that is a far walk, and it's almost like you need someone on the field with a cell phone to text you, hey, there's this many minutes left, let's start making our way down. So Northwest is making their way towards the sidelines. Canton South's trying to get in a quick stretch after that halftime period there. Ryan, what does Canton South have to do this second half to get on the board again?
I think to get on the board again, they're going to have to continue what they're doing on offense. But they got to get their playmakers involved. You know, we have not yet to see much from Torres Cooney, which was this big receiver who, Coach Dennison talked about the most. He was happy to go into this game knowing that he was fully back and fully healthy from being injured last year. And they just need to win the defensive battle too. They need to keep going. They need a big play on defense. They need either a fumble or an interception, something to come their way to get that momentum back on their side to get them comfortable.
And we saw them get that momentum with Northwest committing that penalty on fourth down, giving Canton South that automatic first down. So if you're Coach DeMarco, what did you say to your young men with a 10-7 lead at half?
A 10-7 at half, you're telling them, keep doing what we're doing. Keep controlling the clock. Try to keep controlling the game. Whenever you can, make a play. If you're the offensive line, keep blocking. Keep holding your blocks. Push the guy downfield. Have your running back in good positions to make good yardage for carries. And honestly, it's 0-0 right now, so hopefully you come out the same mentality you had the first part of the half. Again.
And that first half was pretty evenly matched, both having nice sustainable drives, both making a couple mistakes here and there that opened the door for the other team. So Canton South will receive the second half kickoff. Northwest is setting to kick. Let's see who Canton puts back deep is number 1, Bonnell. And trying to make the far back out. I believe it is Conley. So Conley is back there. 21, Ben Shams. Going to kick things off here to start the second half in Northwest. Ball is teed up. Kick is up and it is deep. Conley's going to catch that. Going up the middle, trying to make a man miss, but he is brought down at about the 29-yard line. Alex Mancini in on the tackle. So that brings up first down on the 28-yard line for the Canton South Wildcats.
It's going to be interesting to see how this second half they have that used Beagle. If he comes in at quarterback or if he stays at running back, which he's doing a great job with 12 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown.
So he is in at quarterback here to start this second half. Snap is back. He's going to keep it himself on the keeper. Lowers his shoulder. Met at the line, but he keeps those feet moving and gets about 2 yards maybe on the play.
You know, so far looking at this Wildcats offense, when they put Beagle back there at quarterback, it's almost like he's a running style quarterback regardless.
Yeah, we have not seen him throw yet, I don't believe.
No, we have not.
When he's been in there, he's kept it both times, and both times he's ran to that left side of the field.
And that's a tendency you don't want the defense coordinator to catch on either, too.
So we have a spread offense. Eagles still in at quarterback, shotgun formation. Snap is back, looking to throw, finally has a man on the sidelines. Number 7, Torres Conley there on that reception. Devin Simon on the tackle. Canton South gets about 4 on the reception. So it'll bring up 3rd down. Ball on the 31-yard line.
You know, and as a young quarterback, you got to realize those short passes like that are just as effective as any long bomb.
Well, and it gets you into a rhythm. So shotgun formation, snap is a little bit high. Beagle's going to keep it himself, and he is able to rush for the 1st down, picks up about 4. Abram Lazarus on the stop for Northwest. You know, I almost feel like Canton South has kind of slowed the tempo down here a little bit.
Yeah, it's like they want to keep the defense out there just to pound it into them more and more, just to try to wear them down.
So shotgun formation, trips to the left, single receiver to the right, fakes the handoff, going to throw, has a man deep, and he just overthrows it. Jamarcus Jones was the intended receiver. Was that a late flag on the play?
That was a late flag. The DB, which did a great job of not getting pass interference, was out there taunting and did the arrow celebration, which usually they're not going to tolerate.
So we got an unsportsmanlike penalty on Northwest.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the penalty called against Northwest.
The only good thing about that is it's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage and not 15 yards from where the foul was.
So that'll be a 1st down into Indians territory. Coaches are not happy on the sideline. I see DeMarco about halfway out onto the field trying to get the officials' attention. So it's going to be 1st down on the Northwest 45-yard line. Snap is back. Beagle hands it off, nowhere to go. He is brought down in the backfield. Batista, the ball carrier.
You know, as we talked, that DeMarco wasn't happy about that call. But it's one of those things as official you have to do just to keep control of the game. That way you don't get chippy. That way there's no possible fights that break out or anything like that.
So it is 2nd and 14. Ball on the 49-yard line. Snap is back. Beagle rolls out to his left, looking to throw. Has a man. Oh, number 7, the intended receiver, unable to hold on to it, was Torres Conley. Great coverage by Devin Simon, able to knock the ball away.
You know, as they were coming down, it looked like they had both had possession of that ball.
So it brings up 3rd and 14 for Canton South. Third down for Beagle, shotgun formation, drops back, looking to throw. He has pressure, and he is brought down in the backfield. Big sack for number 34, Connor Stevenson.
And Connor Stevenson took him down pretty hard, too.
So that'll bring up 4th down and 19 for Canton South. And they bring in their punter, Nathan Schaefer, back deep for the Indians, number 22, Joey Medor, and number 6, Almond.
Which will be our official first punt of the game.
And it's our second, actually, Ryan. Snap is back. Beautiful punt. Ball is going to hit. And it is going to roll to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Indians on their own 10-yard line. It's one of those ones where you got to catch it right there, don't you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I think you got to catch it there, and you can't let it bounce, especially when you're trying to get something rolling on offense there. But it also could be the fact that he might be a younger player and not knowing what to do in those kind of situations.
So shotgun formation, empty backfield, looking to throw, has the bubble screen. It is complete. Braden Venables complete to Joey Medor once again this evening. So that is a 1st down and more. The ball's going to be on the 23-yard line. Venables looking to the sideline for the play. Letting his offensive lineman know what's going on. Empty formation. Medor, man in motion. Nope, keeper by Venables. He's got room to run, and he is tripped up. He is going to have the 1st down. Venables a little angry with himself. He got tripped up because he had some field in front of him.
Yeah, he had a lot of green in front of him there.
So it's 1st and 10, 35-yard line. 2 plays, 2 first downs here for the Indians. Snap is back. Bubble screen to the other side. Almond able to pick it. Rolls, and he is able to pick up about 3 yards on the reception before he is thrown out of bounds.
You know, as we see the Indians on the first offensive series here in the second half, it's actually like they're going almost high tempo here, and they're trying to not only just beat the defense, but show them how fast they can be.
Snap is back, looking for that screen pass, has his man Almond, and he gets the 1st down and about 5 more yards. Brought down by number 67 for Canton South. Brendan Wakefield.
You know, Almond right now is looking at, at his last two plays, 2 catches for 8 yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians. Blitz coming. Venables going to keep it himself. Saw the blitz, and he slides close to the 1st down. He's going to be just short of the 1st down where the ball is marked. Nice job by Venables recognizing the blitz coming from the left. Takes it to the right side, able to pick up 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of stepping up in the pocket and just taking off when needed.
Man in motion. Doesn't hand it off, keeps it himself, and gets the 1st down is Venables. You know, that's twice that they've had Medor go in motion. They fake the handoff, and Medor almost hesitates a little bit like Venables reading the defense. It's almost like a read option play, and then he keeps it himself.
Yeah, I think he's reading his close defense end here.
So Medor gets the ball up the middle, lowers his shoulder, has a 1st down and more. Joey Medor, 22, with the ball carry there. Brought down by number 54, James Bryson, for the Canton South defense.
Yeah, just this drive alone, Medor's looking at 30 yards already.
So it's 1st down. Snap is back, looks to throw, has a man. Number 13 is the receiver. Keeps his feet moving and picks up close to a 1st down as number 13, Renford. Batista on the tackle. And that is a first down for Northwest. They are in Canton South territory on the 15-yard line. 4:51 left to go in the third quarter. Venables looking to change the play. Snap is back. Hands it off. Nowhere to go. Oh, he is keeping his feet churning, and his offense is driving him a little bit. It doesn't look like he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, though.
You know, one great thing about these Indians offense is they are doing a really good job of passing the ball around, making sure everybody gets a little touch here and there.
Yes, they've done a nice job, and they've done a nice job of sustaining drives here this game, especially this quarter. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, has a man in the corner, Almond. And they are going to say he did not get his feet in bounds. So that pass is incomplete. Brings up a third down. So it's 3rd and 11 on the 16-yard line. Northwest struggling this evening to get in the red zone.
And this is where they usually stall out.
Venables shotgun. Snap is back, looking to his left, scans the field, has a man, and he just overthrows him again. Almond, once again, the intended receiver. That defensive front for Canton South is getting a push, and I think Venables is putting a little too much on it.
Yeah, he's putting a little too much gas on those throws. And that's something you don't want, especially in the red zone, because now you're setting out the field goal unit again tonight.
Yep, like you said, field goal unit coming out once again on this 4th and 11 from the 16-yard line. Ben Shantz set to attempt the field goal. Venables the holder. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is, misses it just to the left. So that's 2 missed field goals this evening by the Northwest Indians, and that's a turnover on downs. Canton South will take over on their own 16-yard line. So it's still 10-7, where there's a timeout on the field. We are going to take a quick timeout.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
All right, we are back. Canton South has it on their own 21-yard line. Bonner back in at defense. Beagle is running back. They hand it off for their first down, able to get a couple yards, and that's about it. Bonner drops back, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, stiff arms one man and throws it off balance as he is falling. Intended receiver number 1, Daniel Bonnell. So that pass is incomplete.
You know, and it's also interesting, you know, week 5, I know Matt Dennison said that he got a full healthy team back, and they're still trying to find that identity, but it's almost getting later in the season, chillier nights. So the longer you have guys out, they're not playing quarterback and switching in and out, their arms are not going to be warmed up.
So Bonner in at quarterback still. Hands it off to Beagle as he rolls out. He makes one man miss. thought the play was brought down in the backfield, but he does a nice job of keeping his feet moving, about a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 4th down on the 26-yard line for Canton South. One quick score update. Hoover comes out of halftime and gets 2 quick touchdowns. They were up 21-7 on Louisville. Minerva 31, St. Thomas Aquinas nothing. And it is a running clock in the 3rd quarter there. So Wildcats set to punt. Snap is back, punt is up. It is a high, short punt. It is going to take a Canton South roll and stop about the 29-yard line of the Indians.
What turned out to what looked like going to be a short, ugly kick actually turned out to be a good, decent kick with a few bounces there at the end.
So they're going to switch the field here. Indians offense is going to come out. Canton South defense is going to come out. A little bit of confusion there on the sidelines for Canton South. They're switching some guys in and out, and they look confused. Venables in at quarterback. He has an empty set in the backfield. A lot of receivers to his right. Looking to throw a bubble screen to Almond. Almond has some room. He's got one man to beat, and he is shoved out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. That is enough for an Indians first down. Knocked out by number 28, Diego Bautista.
You know, these quick little bubbles to Allman, but the last 2 series, he's at about 30 yards right now, just in those last two drives.
So, man in motion. Venables going to keep it. He is slipping a lot when he gets the ball. Like he goes to cut, and it looks like his feet just slide right out from under him. So it is maybe a gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 9.
Mandura's doing a really good job at faking the handoff and acting like he has it there.
So Venables looking to the sidelines for the play, relaying it to his lineman. Shotgun formation, trips to his left. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, throws it out to Almond. Almond has some room to run, and he is shoved out of bounds just short of the first down marker at about the 49-yard line. So that brings up 3rd and 2. They're going to mark it 48-yard line. Northwest coming to the line, shotgun formation, twins to Venables' right, one back in the backfield. Snap is back, hands it off, shifty number 22. He is out and brings the ball out to the Canton South 40-yard line. That is enough for the first down. And that's number 22, Joey Medor.
I give Joey Medora a lot of credit out here tonight. He is one of those running backs that you love to see. He's not afraid to take a hit, and he's not afraid to keep pumping his legs.
So snap is back. Hand off to Medora once again. Follows his lineman right up the field and gets about 6 on the run. He does a nice job of hitting the hole very fast and then just following that blocker.
Yeah.
Joey Medora sits at 5'8", 160. He is a senior for these Indians. So it's 2nd down. Ball on the 35-yard line. Snap is back, looking for that bubble screen. Caught by number 2, Abram Lazarus, excuse me. And he is enough for the first down. Brought down, well, we have a couple Wildcats down on the play. We have officials timeout for injury.
You know, it's another Northwest Indians offensive drive that they're doing a really good job
of passing the ball around again. This team is very great at getting everybody a chance to make a play.
So we have a timeout on the field for an injury. We're going to take a timeout up in the booth.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, Venables in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself. Has one man beat, has room to run. He is at the 10, the 5, end zone. Northwest finds the end zone on the QB keeper by Braden Venables. Beautiful play there by the Indians.
You know, one of the best things about having a great offensive line, like John DiMorocco said they are able to run the ball and be very finishing at it and be really great at it.
So, chance attempt at the extra point. We have movement on the offensive line. So it's going to be false start against the Indians. So they're going to push that ball back. You know, between Venables and Joey Medore, you know, when they have those exchanges, they are so good at waiting for that handoff and disguising it that I think Canton South gets caught up a little bit in it.
Yeah, and that little bit of seconds could really hurt you on the defensive side of the ball.
So they push the ball back. Couple, and we're going to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is through the upright. So it is Northwest Indians 17, Canton South Wildcats 7. With 4 seconds left in the third quarter, we're going to step away.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, so we are back after that touchdown, 17-7, Indians in the lead. Back deep for Canton South is going to be Bonnell and Conley. Kick is deep. Bonnell able to get it. Has a little bit of room, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line. And that's where Canton South will start the start of the fourth quarter. So 17-7, Indians in the lead. Wildcats need a big drive here to start the fourth quarter. So there's a timeout on the field. We are going to step away.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
All right, we are back. Canton South hands it off to Beagle. He makes the man miss, runs into his own man, tries to get to the sidelines, and he has a first down to start the fourth quarter. So Canton South Beagle making a nice run there, and he has all evening for Canton South.
Yeah, Beagle's done a really good job of controlling the ball when he has it and extending plays. And he's trying to go quickly right now just to get him back into this game.
So Bonner in at quarterback, shotgun formation. Snap is back, hands off to Beagle once again up the middle. Not a whole lot of room to go. Gets about 2 yards on the run. It's going to bring up second down. So, quick score update. Hoover 28, Louisville 7. 11-10 in the fourth quarter. So snap is back. Rolling out to his left. Throws downfield, overthrows his man. Intended receiver is number 7, Therese Conley. Man, I feel like Bonner is struggling on these rollouts to find his guy.
He is. So far, every time he's rolled out, which has been the last 3 times he's tried to make a pass, they have been incomplete. They're either too high or just not enough zip to get there.
So, shotgun formation. Bonner looking to the sideline for his play. Throws it, has a man right at the sticks. Caught by number 7, Conley, and he is at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone for Canton South. There's the big play we talked about, Ryan. Just like that, Canton South able to find the end zone. And, you know, that was really interesting because that looks so effortless for Bonner at quarterback. I mean, he didn't even drop. He just got the snap, set his feet, threw the ball to Conley, and Conley took off to the races.
You know, as I was watching that play unfold here, you know, like you said, it looked effortless. But the DB there was giving Torres about a 6-yard cushion. And once he found out he had him beat, it was off to the races after that.
So, extra point attempt. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good through the upright. So the score is Northwest 17, Canton South 14. Ryan, we have ourselves a ball game again.
You know, right now as we're looking in the fourth quarter, we're wondering if those 2 missed field goals are going to play a factor into what the outcome is going to be tonight.
You know, and that's a huge point, is that Northwest had those big drives and just weren't able to get the ball past the 15-yard line and settled for 3 field goal attempts, only making 1 of them.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you know, we said earlier, I believe you said it, it was the bend but don't break defense from the Wildcats. They're doing a great job inside that red zone, forcing them to kick a field goals, in which Northwest is struggling with right now.
So Canton South coming out to kick the ball off. Back deep is number 3, Christian Breeden, and number 22, Joey Medor. So number 9, Layden White to kick off for the Wildcats. 10:37 left to go in the ball game. Kick is off, and it is a pooch kick to the back. Looks like number 2, Abram Lazarus, able to haul that in, and he is brought down at about the 30-yard line is where they're going to mark that. Brought down by number 23, Malachi Zachary.
You know, right now, if you're looking at the Indians' offense, you're looking at them to slow the game down, to have those couple yards here and there, pick up a couple first downs, waste the clock.
So, Indians shotgun formation, empty backfield, going to keep it himself, following his blockers, and he is going to be close to a first down. I think you're going to mark him just short on that keeper by Braden Venables. So it brings up 2nd and 1.
You know what a great play design there. Literally pushing your offensive guard all the way in there to make sure he picks up blocks so you can pick up some more yards.
So Venables shotgun, going to throw that bubble screen. 22 able to bring it in, and he moves forward for that first down. Joey Medor on that reception. Malachi Zachary in on the tackle. So 1st and 10, ball on the 46-yard line. Venables empty back formation, shotgun. Snap is back, looks to throw, and he is hammered. Missed block there by the Indians there.
Yeah, unfortunately there, it looked like by the time the center snapped the ball, the guy that was in front of him was already past him in the backfield there.
So Brendan Wakefield on that sack just did a great job of getting upfield. Venables went for that pump fake, and it just didn't give him enough time. So 2nd and 18, snap is back. Venables looking to throw, rolling out. Throws the bubble screen out. There's a flag on the play, but they get just enough to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think we're going to get a lineman, illegal man downfield there.
So a tough drive here for the Northwest Indians, kind of shooting themselves in the foot back to back.
2 costly mistakes from the offensive line there.
So we have an offensive hold. That penalty is declined. Brings up 3rd and 18 from the 38-yard line.
You know, when you're John DeMarco and you talk about your physical offensive line, this is where you need them the most. You need them to step up their game.
You got to eat up some clock, and they're struggling here. So Venables shotgun formation. Medor to his left. Hands off to Medor. Makes the man miss, keeps his feet moving. He is back to the original line of scrimmage. Able to pick up 8 there. And that's going to bring out the punt team for the first time tonight for the Northwest Indians.
Yes, sir.
So 42, Garber into punt. Back deep is number 7, Torres Conley. Snap is back. Punt is up, and it is a booming punt. Conley with the fair catch at about the 18-yard line is where Canton South will take over. So 1st and 10, Canton South at about the 19-yard line. Right, big drive here for Canton South. They got a little momentum swing for themselves. Are they able to put together a nice drive here? What do you think?
I think we're going to see another nice drive. I think Torres Conley is finally here, and I think he's ready to make a noise late in the game.
So Canton South out on offense. Bonner shotgun formation. Beagle to his right. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff to Beagle, looking to throw. Stepping to the side. Throwing downfield. Has a man. And it is caught. Big catch by Canton South. So Brody Beagle able to make the reception down the field for Canton South, and that is a big first down. So Canton South's on Northwest 40-yard line for first down. 7:52 left to go in this ball game. The score is 17-14. Snap is back, hand off to Beagle. He's looking for an edge, has some room. One man to beat, hurdles a man, and he is brought down at the 20-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Beagle is slow to get up here.
Yeah, one of the high school rules about hurdling, even though it's great to see, is the defender has to be almost at a slant going down.
So they're calling a chop. An illegal block downfield on Canton South. Sorry, they're going to call a personal foul against Canton South. We have an official timeout for an injury on the field. Or there's a Wildcat down. We are going to step away.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
All right, we are back. Canton South has a first down and 11 ball on the 41-yard line. Bonner snap back, going to fake the handoff, looking to go deep, has a man. Ooh, and it is incomplete. Conley was the intended receiver. A little bit of contact down there. Conley looking for the flag, but no flag thrown. Devin Simon on the coverage. That has been a great matchup all evening.
It has.
Is Conley and Simon. They have just gone back and forth. And that is a tough one. So it brings up 2nd and 11.
You know, that's one of the things, too, that John DiMorocco from Northwest talked about was these Wildcats was their record does not indicate what kind of program they are.
So Bonner shotgun formation. Snap is back. Gonna roll out. Looking to throw that screen. Almost throw an interception. Pass intended for Jason Bailey. Just threw it a little bit to the right. The defensive lineman didn't know what to do with the ball hitting him right in the hands. That pass broken up by number 53.
You know, that play had all kinds of excitement around it. You know, possibly interception. But I was looking at that far sideline on the Wildcat side is Torres had about 6 to 7 yards there about open field by himself.
So Bonner, shotgun formation, snap is back. He's going to roll out, but the blitz is coming, looking to throw. Has a man on the sidelines and just misses him.
You know, one of the hardest things about those plays is when you're rolling out or, you know, rolling out is or whatever, you're trying to get your plant your feet to get that pressure, and sometimes you just can't get it.
And that's kind of been Bonner's had struggles when they have him roll out and throw on the run, and he's struggling with that all night. And I feel like right there he really didn't need to roll out. I think he's getting a little bit of happy feet. from some of the pressures earlier in the game. So Canton South set to punt. Back deep is number 6, Allman. Snap is high. Punt is up, and it is going to be a short punt. And it is going to take a northwest bounce and stop at about the 19-yard line. That's where the Indians will take over.
And that was about a bounce the Indians wanted to see. Is for the first time that ball didn't go backwards, it went forwards in their favor.
So there is a penalty marker on the field, it looks like. I think it's going to be against Canton South because they're talking to Coach DeMarco. Chop block against Canton South. Penalty is declined. It's going to be first down Northwest.
Which, that is the second chop block they've had there.
So, Indians will take over after that punt. 1st and 10. Ball is about the 19-yard line.
You know, these are the little drives that they need to put together right here, is right now.
So 7:01, Venables in a shotgun. Snap is back, looking for that bubble screen. Overthrows it, and that is incomplete. Intended receiver is Joey Madure. Just throws it high. Quick score update. Jackson 24, Green 21. Hoover 31, Louisville 7. Final in Alliance, 42 for Alliance, Canton Central Catholic 7. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself up the middle, has room to run, has a first down and more, makes the man miss. He is just going to fall right after the first down marker. Smart decision by Venables not to get out of bounds and keep that clock running.
Yeah, that was a smart decision, and that's what they needed to get going here. You know, and I know that they've been very successful with those bubble passes, but right now in this game, you need to just run the ball. You need to get that clock going and come out with a win. It don't matter if it's by 10, 7, or 3, or 1. A win is a win.
So, first down. Snap is back to Venables. He's going to throw that bubble screen to Alman. That play has been there all night, trying to get to the edge, but he is shoved out of bounds after about a gain of 1. So 6:28 left to go in the ball game. Indians lead by 3, 17-14. Glen Oak putting together a drive and making it a ball game against the Blue Streaks. It is now 28-14. Snap is back. Hand off to Alman. He's looking for some room. Lowers his shoulder and gets about 3 on the run. Brought down by number 56 of the Wildcats, D'Angelo Spear.
And this is the kind of offense they want, you know, 5 yards here, 3 yards there, 2 yards there, however it may be. But you're controlling the clock, controlling the game.
Snap is back. Venables rolling out to his left, looking to throw, has Alman in the flats, and he gets out of bounds. We're going to see where they mark that. It is just over the first down marker.
You know, these Indians are really coached really well. You can see discipline. You see they know where their sideline awareness is. They know what they need to get, how they need to get it.
So ball on the 44-yard line, 1st and 10, 5:44 left to go in the game. Venables shotgun formation, Alman in motion, handoff to Alman, cuts back the other way, and he's able to get about 2 on the run.
You know, Alman right now is a player we're seeing come alive right now. Even though it's late in the 4th quarter, he doesn't care. He's getting what he needs to do to make his team come out with the victory.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Joey Medor in the first half, and then Almond has just been all over the field here in the second half while he lines up in the trips to the right of Venables. Snap is back. Medor has a hole and room to run, and he is going to pick up first down and just a little bit more, following his blockers all the way downfield. He is brought down by number 28. I'm sorry, 32. Kelsey Morris. That's going to be timeout Canton South here. Looks like we have a injured Wildcat down on the field, and it looks like it could be cramps.
Yeah, that's one of the things about this Indians team is with their playmakings, with making big plays, they are keeping the defense out there long enough, but they're also holding them and making them run, which is making them cramp up. And it's almost like a weakness right now in the strategy of their defense.
So D'Angelo Spear is the injured Wildcat. He is up and jogging off. So both teams making their way back out. Quick score update, Hoover 31, Louisville 13, 3:53 left in that ball game. Final, Minerva 31, St. Thomas Aquinas 0. Snap is back. Venables fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself around the edge, and he just slides down. There's a late hit by the Wildcats. So that is going to be a personal foul on them. Venables went for the slide, and Wildcats making the mistake of diving onto him as he was sliding.
You know, this is something you don't want to see from the Wildcats defense is, you know, now this is your second big play, just in penalties. And, you know, that was something that Coach Dennison said he wanted to win was the penalty battle tonight.
So that is a first down for the Indians. 4:36 left. Snap is back for Venables. Hand off to Medor. He has room up the middle. Has one man to beat, 5'10". And he is in the end zone. But they left quite a bit of time on that clock, Ryan, but the Indians able to put together a nice drive. Joey Medor runs up the middle, finds the end zone here in the fourth quarter. Ben Shantz in to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights to make the score Northwest Indians 24. Canton South is still at 14, so it's a 10-point ball game. 4:29 left to go in the game.
You know, Mikey, like you said, even though there's a lot of time left in that clock still, that touchdown was just a little cushion, just to feel comfortable, just to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, and it does put pressure on Canton South to put together a nice drive here. And we haven't seen Beagle back out onto the field yet after that injury.
No, we have not.
And that's a huge loss for them because he has kind of been the motor to that offense.
Yeah, he was the motor to that, you know, playing quarterback or playing running back or whatever it may be. He was the one getting the plays, making the plays, extending the plays.
So Northwest, Ben Shantz set to kick it off here. Back deep is going to be Bunnell and Conley for the Wildcats. Massillon 21, St. Ed 7, 4:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. So kick is up and deep. Looks number 1, Bunnell, brought down at about the 22-yard line. Not much of a return there for Canton South. So it'll be interesting this drive to see if Beagle is able to make his way back out.
Yeah, this is a drive where you need all your guys. You need all your playmakers out there, and you got to put something together just to answer back.
So Canton South Wildcats offense back out onto the field, going straight to the line of scrimmage. Bonner shotgun formation. Snap is back, looking to throw. Has a man on a slant, and it is caught. Oh, fumble on the play. Pass completed to Conley, but it has popped out. And they are looking like Canton South may have recovered that, and they got away with one right here.
That was a little bit of a skip the heartbeat there.
Yep, so Conley with the reception, ball's knocked out. Fumble, Canton South able to recover that, brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Bonner shotgun, hands off to the up man, has one man to beat, and he's able to get that 1st down. Brody Beagle back into the ball game for him. Big 1st down for Canton South.
You know, and this is what they need. They need the 1st downs, but it's one of those things that you can't take your time on. You're going to go, and you're going to go fast.
Yeah, there's 3:26 left here in this ball game, and Canton South's taking their time. Snap is back, looking to throw. Blitz is coming. Fumble on the play. The ball is knocked out, but there is a flag also on the play. Or no, I'm sorry, that is the fumble marker, and it is recovered by Northwest. Bonner unable to control the ball as he's looking to throw. Number 7, John Campbell on that fumble recovery. So big play by Northwest Indians defense there with 3:16 left to go.
You know, also with the short yardage now to go, you know, this is where they could add that nail into the coffin, as they say.
So a little bit of confusion here. I'm not sure what's going on.
It looks like a personnel issue.
Yeah. Trying to get the play also from the sidelines. 10 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry to get this play off. Snap is back just in time. Handoff up the middle. 26, the ball carrier. Almond was the quarterback on that play. Josh Goki, the ball carrier. And we have an injured Wildcat down on the field. So there'll be officials timeout.
I think that last offensive play we just seen was we don't care who's and where. We just got to make a play and get the ball out before we get a delay game.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I feel like that they didn't have the right personnel in at the right time, and they just told them to go with it.
Just snap the ball. Just snap it.
So trying to make out the injured player on the field, a little difficult.
Again, from here, though, it does look like it's just cramps.
And he is rolling up, and that is number 54, James Bryson. And he is going to make his way to the sidelines. So it's 3:02 left to go in our ball game.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see if they just go for the dagger here, or if they just play the clock.
So it is 2nd and 2 for Northwest. That Almond still in at quarterback. Taking up as much time as he can, letting that play clock and the game clock run down. Snap is back. Hand off to the up back, number 15. He has a hole and a first down. Alex Mashburn was the ball carrier on that. So that brings up a first down from the 15-yard line. Snap is back, handoff again to number 15. And he is rumbling forward. Alex Mashburn, 5'8", 200-pound senior, getting the ball. Andrew Marsh, number 79, on the tackle for Canton South.
Yeah, it looks like Northwest is just ready to play the clock. If they score, cool. But the most important thing right now is for them is the clock.
So Ben Stepp in at quarterback, senior 6'2", 145 for the Indians. Snap is back, gonna hand it off again. 15, nowhere to go. Alex Mashburn once again, and he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. So 1:26 left to go in the ball game. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
You know, with all these personnel changes, the one thing I love about watching these Indians right now is it seems like they don't care who has the ball. They're going to get everybody a little touch here and there, and they're playing as a team.
So in the battle of the unbeaten, Hoover comes out on top 31-13 over Louisville.
That's kind of a shocker there.
So snap is back. Hand off again. Mashburn trying to get to the edge, but unable to get there. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So 43 seconds left to go in the ball game.
There's going to be about a 10-second difference on the play clock and the game clock here.
Yes, there is. So they're just going to let this one run out. You know, if I'm Northwest, I'm taking the snap and running backwards a little bit.
Oh, I would.
So, Stepp getting the play. Snaps back. Going to hand it off. Room to run. 4 seconds left. 3. That clock is going to stop with a turnover on down with 3 seconds left to go in the ball game. So 26 was the ball carrier on that one, Josh Goki. So Canton South's going to have time for one play.
Turnover on downs, Canton South takes over. 1st and 10.
So it's 1st and 10, Canton South, 3 seconds left to play on their own 14-yard line. Bonner is back in at quarterback. Beagle is in at running back. Conley and Bunnell to his left. Hand off to Beagle. Has a hole. And he gets about 3. He is brought down and clock expires here in Northwest. So your final is Northwest 24, Canton South Wildcats 14. We'll be back right after this.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back here. Final score is Northwest Indians 24, Canton South Wildcats 14. Ryan, we saw a heck of a game. Both teams putting it out there. Both offensive lines doing a nice job in each half. Just a couple mistakes here by Canton South, one with penalties and one with not being able to tackle up front.
Yeah, the penalties definitely hurt them, especially late in the game here, especially when they almost had, it looked like they had momentum on their side at one point, and then two costly mistakes. And then, now late in the game was the fumbles, was keeping control of the ball.
Yeah, and two fumbles in the same drive. One they got lucky and were able to recover, and the last one just Bonner went to throw, balls knocked out of his hands, and Northwest just able to fall on it and recover it.
Yeah, Northwest did a really good job playing defense today. Like I said earlier in the game, you can tell these guys are well coached. You can tell these players are very disciplined, and you can tell that they watch a lot of film just by the way they lined up and knew who to go and who to attack.
So Northwest coming home, getting the job done, doing a nice job with it after an exciting win last week in the final second. Come home, get the job done, and do a nice job of just sustaining drives, eating up clock, making little mistakes as possible, staying away from the penalties. Canton South coming in, giving them a ball game, playing really sound in that first half. Coming out at halftime, putting together a gorgeous drive to get on the scoreboard, and then just kind of flew away from their game plan, it looked like a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like they got away from it a little bit. They were trying to figure out what was working, what wasn't going to work. And then late in the game with changing some things up, I think it was just putting something on film just so for whoever they had next week was just focus on that just a little bit.
Well, and a big thing was the injury to Beagle there. Him being out a whole series kind of hurt them when they needed it.
Yeah, that was a huge loss for him. Especially like you said, he was the motor, the little engine that could for that team. When he would always extend the plays, he would always make the plays when needed. He would get them going.
So 24-14, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will give a little bit of the scoreboard.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is head coach John DeMarco from Northwest Indians. We're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
Welcome back as we wrap up our show here. Just a couple scores in our area. Massillon 21, St. Ed's 14. 1:20 left in that ball game. Fourth quarter, Jackson 31, Green 28. Final, Hoover 31, Louisville 13. McKinley 28, Perry 18. About a minute left in that ball game. Final Alliance 42, Canton Central Catholic 7. Final Minerva 31, St. Thomas Aquinas 0. So our score here is Northwest 24, Canton South 14. For myself, Mike Dixon, and Ryan Rowland up in the booth. We are Q92 Sports Network, presented by Sarshone Auto Group. We hope you guys had a great evening, and we'll see you next week.
See you.